Right, welcome along there. Just tuning in a couple of minutes early just to make sure everything's okay. And I can see my sound bars reading there. Perfect. So now, very welcome along. I'm just going to go live on Facebook. Seated chair gym place. Oh, I'll just get my angles right. Hello, Mary Dunphy. How are you? Very welcome along. Just going to get my angles okay here that you can see the feet. That should be perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to go live on our Facebook page now, so just bear with me for a moment. And we'll go live. Let's get this up. Go live. So wherever you're tuned in, very welcome along. I'll do a full intro now when I'm on Facebook as well. And I would always say, Nikki, Matt and Breed in Milltown, very welcome along. Fingers crossed now we have no issues. Sometimes at 2 o'clock it does go a little bit glitchy, but fingers crossed, no issues. And hopefully, cheers in with Shane. Right, so just setting up Facebook now, and then we'll get cracking into it. Right, so there's us live on Facebook and YouTube. Anyone tuned in late, just skip it. Tuned in later in the day, skip ahead about a minute, and we'll be straight into the workout. So very welcome along. My name is Shane. I've delivered a good few of these classes now. All we want is a good sturdy chair. And if you have a bottle of water at the ready as well, always worthwhile. All the movements, I just want you to go at your own pace. Don't perform a movement if it causes pain. Just make sure you feel comfortable with every movement. Do them at your own pace. And that's the main thing. Just trying to connect to different parts of the body. That's always my kind of belief with these movements. Just try and feel better by the end of this session. So, just checking in Facebook. Everything seems good there. Michelle, Marion, Mary, how are you? Good stuff. Okay, so as ever, I don't like to kind of hang around too long. We'll just get straight into it. We'll get moving, get ourselves warmed up. Kathleen, how are you? Hope the horse is keeping well too. So let's get started. Very simple first. Just a little shrug of the shoulders up and down. I should have said I'm sitting up nice and tall in my chair. I just don't want to kind of relax or hunch. I want to keep nice and upright in my chair, lifting those shoulders up and down. Just getting a little bit of movement, probably where I'd always start. Just get the shoulders moving. Just natural over the course of the day. We do get tighter, stiff around the shoulders. So I'm just getting a little bit of movement here, up and down. And then from there, I'm just going to lift the elbows up. And just using the arms to help propel a little bit of movement in the shoulders. Just another variation of a shoulder circle. So if you find getting the shoulders moving a little bit tough, this is an adaptation I would sometimes use. I'm just letting the arms, elbows, just help create a little bit of that movement. So if I feel particularly tight, stiff, just allowing my arms to help out, just generate a little bit of movement. Change direction, now forward in circles. So forward in circles. As much movement as comfortable here. Perfect. And from there, I'm just going to bring hands to my legs, stretch down, back up. I don't need to reach the feet. Just want to go as far as is comfortable here. So you don't have to reach the feet perfect. Just go down as far as is comfortable. Main thing isn't a warm-up, just that as it says, you're warming up, loosening the body out, and we're just bringing that heart rate slowly up as well. Preparing for the main movements ahead. And back down. Next one, what I want to do is just bring hands onto my shoulders, just reach forward and back to the shoulders. Just get a little bit of movement from the arms, just reaching out in front, straight out. And then if I pause, right hand on my shoulder, And just get that elbow drawing circles. So just opening out my right shoulder here. As much movement as comfortable. Around in circles. And then just to change direction. So slowly around in circles. Just think of that elbow, drawing circles, getting your shoulder moving here. And then we'll switch it up. Swap left hand to shoulder. And then again, just leading around in circles with that elbow. Just create nice shoulder circles there. Marie Lauder, I think that is on YouTube. Welcome along. Change direction. As ever, do appreciate all the comments throughout. I will check in with everyone after, but thanks very much as ever. And back down. So let's move down. Let's get the legs moving. March. Again, something I would probably always do in a warm-up was just some form of march. Just a great way to get the body moving, warming up, bringing that heart rate up. So you're just kind of preparing, setting it so that we can push and give ourselves a little bit challenge later in the session. So just marching out, keeping the legs moving here. Next one, we're just going to extend right leg, left leg. Just swap between the two positions. Nice and light. Extend the legs out. So we're just getting that little first part of movement. Just extending the legs out. And then I'm just going to bring it back into a march. So again, nice and light. Just marching out. The only thing I ever say with a march is just not to stamp the feet down. I just want to keep this movement nice and light, and I'm not hammering the feet hard into the floor. Keep it nice and light. Okay, and then once more, just extend the legs out, right, left. Just swap between the two, extending the legs out. Just keeping them moving, connecting with my legs. Now, moving right down, I'm going to start off next, digging the heels out. I know you mightn't see that perfect on YouTube or on the camera there, but just dig the heels out in front. Keeping your body moving, digging the heels out. And then I want to go out to the sides, digging the heels, slightly diagonal range, right and left. Just digging the heels. And just keeping this one flowing, digging the heels. And back in. So I work on digging the heels there. Next, I want to tap the toes out in front. So just nice and light, point your toes down to the floor. So just out in front, tapping the toes. Keeping your body moving, tapping the toes down to the floor. Again, still just warming up, all nice and light, tapping toes out in front. And from there, I want to start stretching out to the side. So slightly diagonal now. And again, just tapping my toes down to the floor. Right and left, tapping the toes down. Just keeping that one moving. And back in. So again, just return back to a nice light march again. Don't need to go too fast. We're just warming up. Don't need to go full intensity just yet, just lightly marching it out again, setting myself nice and tall. And next we're just going to get a little bit of movement of the ankles, something again I would always include in a warm-up. So what I'm going to do is sitting, like take a little bit of support, bring your knee up, just going to lightly hold my knee and just start to rotate that right foot around in circles. I go as slow and when it was as much movement as I can here. Slowly around in circles, just getting that right foot moving. And again, any movement at all, it doesn't matter if you can't get a perfect circle here, just getting as much movement as you comfortably can. Staying with my right foot, changing direction now, slowly continuing around in circles, nice and slow. Around in circles and just keeping that nice and steady. Last couple of seconds here, taking it slow and down. Swap sides, left knee, nice light hold of the knee, And then we'll begin slowly drawing circles with your left foot. Again, just getting as much movement as you comfortably can here. Just slowly drawing around. Nice big circles with that left foot. And keeping it slow, I can very easily go really fast and not really connect with the movement. But if I keep this slow and steady, I should get a lot more from it. Change direction, back the opposite way. Nice and slow with those circles. And just give me maybe 2 or 3 more here. Full, nice big circles. And down. Perfect. So, warm up finished. We're going to go into a couple of our main movements. A little kind of format we've been working on from last week, just pairing a couple of movements. So, I might even pair a couple of clusters of 3 movements together today. Again, just give yourself a good chance to feel, connect with the movement. Anything that causes pain, just leave the movement out and change it in any way. So, nice and tall in my chair. First movement, my arms are straight. Raise in front and then pull back. Return the movement. So again, lift in front, pull back to my side, and then bring it back down from front to down. So front raise, arms pull back by side, and then just reverse it all back. So again, you'll see how I'm going with a little bit of control on this one. The main objective here is connecting with my shoulders. Maybe I'm opening out that chest a little bit as well. That might feel good. You might feel a little squeeze of the shoulder blades. That's all okay. But really, in terms of control and the movement, I think of my shoulders being very active. And that's why I'm just not looking to rush and kind of sweep through this really quick. Take your time. Just break it down. Raise in front, shoulder height, and then slowly bring arms back to your side. And reverse it all back down. Front raise, pull back. So again, we're doing lots of repetitions. We're not like running through 10 really quick, anything like that. You have lots of time. Just explore this movement. Kind of test out the range that feels good. Don't force it too far back if it feels sore. Maybe you need to just do one side at a time and alternate. Could you even just do a front raise or just a pull back? So make these movements your own, break it down, change it a little bit if you need. And we'll get one more. And back down. Okay, so next movement, I want to work on my right heel. So I'm going to walk the feet back a little bit. And I just want to focus on lifting my right heel up. So you'll see there how the only movement is in my right side. I'm breaking this down as I like to with a lot of the movements, as you'll know. Instead of doing the 2 heels together, just focus on lifting that right heel. And I like this little breakdown. You just find out those little different imbalances. If I was doing the 2 feet together, might subconsciously one side is a lot more powerful, but we don't really realize. So breaking it down, just lifting that right heel up, connecting with the back of my lower leg, and getting lots of movement in that ankle. Bringing that right heel up. A movement like this, always high, high, high with the reps. I just feel you'll get a lot more from it if you push into a much higher rep range. It starts to open up as you go along. So let's keep going. Lots of repetitions here, lifting that right heel up. Might get maybe 3 more. Starting to really feel back of that leg now. Brilliant. Left leg, again, just making sure the foot is back. I don't want the feet kind of relaxed out in front. I want them pulled back pretty close to my body. Left heel, start lifting up. So again, you'll see the only movement is on this left side. Right side static. Just lifting that left heel up. And again, let's get lots of repetitions here. I'm connecting with the back of my lower leg and getting lots of movement from that ankle. And again, you might notice one side is weaker, one side is more powerful, one side you can lift the heel up higher. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe they're both pretty balanced. It's not necessarily that there is a difference. Just sometimes you can find out one side is a little bit stronger. And this way, we're making sure they're both getting a good hit of work here. So again, lots and lots of reps. Keep it going. Lifting that left heel up. Maybe 3 more again. Really connecting back to the lower leg and down. Excellent. So just going to reset, repeat those 2 movements again in the same kind of way. If anything didn't feel good, just change it. Don't persist if it causes any kind of pain. So arms straight, raise in front, shoulder level, and pull back to my sides. And let's just continue on like that. Raise in front, pull back. Again, you'll see that I'm trying to keep a little bit of control with the movement. My shoulders working hard here. I'm just very mindful that I don't swing through the movement really fast and without kind of control. Front, pull back. Just separate it like that and then reverse. Raise in front, pull back, and slowly reverse the movement back down. Again, and that just allows me, when I go with a little bit of control of the movement, I can work in ranges that feel good, not feeling any pain, everything feels good. Shoulders active, opening out my chest a little bit of a squeeze in the shoulder blades, all good. But really lots of control from the shoulders here. We continue on, another couple of reps. Let's get maybe 2 more here. And 1 more. And back down, brilliant. Legs, so again, walk those feet back a little bit. I don't want my feet out in front kind of switched off. I want to walk them in close to my body. Everything is nice and central here. Right foot, heel up, back down. So let's start off just lifting that right heel. And again, where I would expect to feel is back in my lower leg, that calf, really important muscle back of the lower leg. I'm starting to feel that much more from the start now, this second time. And that's why I always find the more higher enough repetitions with a movement like this, just before you start to connect with the back of that leg. Keeping that heel going straight up, just on the right leg, lifting your heel up nice and high up off the floor. And we'll keep it going. Again, not really setting any kind of rep count here, just lots of repetitions with a movement like this until I feel we've done a good blast here. Let's go. Last couple of reps, maybe 3 more. And once more, down. Brilliant. Left foot is back still. Now let's start off lifting that left heel. Again, the purpose being connecting with the back of my lower leg, that calf. And also getting nice movement from the ankle. Just think about walking. The first thing when we get out of bed in the morning, we're on our feet. So it's just to get that movement, really important. Your feet, your ankles, lower body. We have lots of strength and movement in those positions. So let's keep it going. Lifting that left heel up. You'll just see how it rises up. Keep it going. Doing really well. Again, I'm just going to go. I feel like I've got a good connection. I'm really connecting with muscle back of the leg and really opening up from that ankle. Another couple of reps. And maybe 3 more. And 1 more. And down. Okay. Brilliant stuff. Great little work there. Start. So take a drink of water if you need. Just reset. Relax the shoulders. Nice and slowly roll back if you like here. Just take a little bit of a reset. And we'll go into fresh movements. Okay. So this next one, a little bit aerobic. We'll get kind of upper lower body moving. And this one is just about kind of flowing nicely. Doesn't mean you go really fast. It's just that there's a nice flow to the movement and we'll get the body working, giving ourselves a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of exertion here. So going to set up nice and comfortable, nice and tall again, just so that I'm not stooping in. Just reset, arms by my side. And what I want to do is lift my left knee and tap. And then I'm going to do from the opposite side. So just tap hand across to the opposite knee. Just like that. See how I'm starting nice and slow. Just kind of get a feel for the movement, the coordination involved before I start going really fast. If I went really quick here, it might feel a little bit awkward. Just ease my way in. Arms out by side and just tap across to the opposite side. You can see how now there's a nice kind of flow to the movement. And I'm just tapping across. Hand to the opposite knee. Again, I always say with a movement like this, I'm not too strict. If you find you're not quite touching the knee, like that really doesn't matter. Just go by what's comfortable to you. Equally, my arms are out roughly by my side. If you need to go from a lower position like this, again, that's absolutely fine. Just work with what feels good to you and not with what you see in front. Just make sure your body feels good with the movement. And go at a pace that's comfortable. You don't need to go at exactly my speed. Yes, there's a little bit of challenge, but I'm in control. I feel good. Another couple here. And back down. Reset. Brilliant stuff there. Reset, nice and upright. Again, kind of similar, but we're going to give the upper body a little bit of a breather here. Hold on to the side of my chair. Nice and light. So my heels are off the floor, and I just start tapping side to side. Right foot, left foot. Just tapping the toes out to the side. Just keeping myself moving. Again, this isn't about going 100 miles an hour. Ease your way in. Yes, I might start to go a little bit faster and speed up. That's okay. But build it up slow. Again, I'm just keeping the legs moving, tapping the toes out to the side. So again, a little bit of movement. Just tapping, tapping, tapping out to the sides. So again, this is really just giving your body a little bit of exertion, a little bit of challenge. You might feel in your breathing a little bit that you're working, you're moving. Just giving yourself a nice, comfortable workout, in control, but feeling a little bit of challenge here. Tapping the toes out. Let's keep it going. Another couple here. And rest it down. Brilliant. Okay, so just reset. Take a couple of deep breaths. Just want to pull my laptop camera just ever so slightly down, just to make sure you can see the feet on that one. Okay, and checking in. Afternoon, Francis, Philomena. Great to have you with us, Sylvia. All very welcome along. So, going to reset. Same two movements. So let's reset. Nice and tall. Arms out. And my knee taps again. Tap across each time. Opposite hand to knee. Right hand, left knee. Left hand, right knee. Again, start slow, even though this is the second round. Just start slow. Get a feel for it. And then you might get a little bit smoother with the flow here. Just keeping that upper body strong. That I'm not looking to kind of round or hunch into this position. You'll see my chest is out. And I just let the arms flow across to the opposite sides. Tap across and tap across. Hand to the opposite knee. Just going across the body. Breathing all the time, never holding your breath during a movement. If your arms are feeling tired, lower them down. It really doesn't matter. Just mindful if there's arms on the chair there, not hitting off. And back down. Super stuff. Again, reset. Nice and light. My heels are up off the floor. And I just start tapping the toes out. Again, light enough. Not going to go too fast. But as I go along, as I start to feel the connection of this one, I might go a little bit faster naturally, and that's okay. But keep it slow if you need to. Doesn't have to be too fast. But there's a nice flow. I feel my body working. A little bit of exertion. We've built up, we've warmed up. We're into our kind of next phase of the movements. And now we're just giving our body a little bit of exertion, a little bit of challenge that we know we're working out. So just tapping out to the sides. Another couple of rounds. And back down. Brilliant stuff. Okay, so again, if you want to drink of water, just a little reset. And let's just take a couple of nice shoulder circles. Just slowly roll the shoulders back. Just catch your breath. Take a little bit of a breather. And we'll set up with another couple of fresh movements. And that we'll work on. Okay. So, next movement. Again, I'm going to go with a nice kind of pullback movement. I like pullbacks. Working the back of my body being the objective with this first part. So again, sit nice and tall, upright in my chair, chest out. Two hands out in front, grab. So I always think just physically grabbing on and then pull back. My elbows pulling back. So just grab, pull back. So you'll see how those elbows are roughly about shoulder level, and I'm getting a little squeeze, think upper body. So think upper back, shoulders, anywhere around here, we might feel a little connection. How that looks from the sides and how that looks from behind. Just see how I'm pulling back, bringing those elbows back, getting a nice squeeze. So let's continue on there. Plenty more repetitions in us. If, for example, pulling to this height is uncomfortable, you find it difficult to maybe keep elbows about shoulder level, again, you could just lower the position and just start to let the elbows drop lower, but you might feel a little bit lower down the back in that case. So you might feel it slightly different, just depending on what position you're pulling into. My hands roughly pulling into my shoulders. Pulling down lower, I'm going to feel that lower down the body. So again, might feel different things here. And one more, and down. Perfect. Leg extension. So again, this is one we do a lot, but very important. Great way, just building up a bit of strength in that right leg, in the thigh. So right leg, extend out, little pause, and back down. And let's continue. I want to just focus one leg at a time. I like to just kind of zone in on the one side with a movement like this. I just feel it kind of keeps the muscle switched on and I start to connect with the leg better. So let's just keep going with the right leg and purposely getting a little bit of a pause. 1-2 second pause if we can here. Extend out, pause, and back down. Let's keep it going. Again, I'm going to get plenty of reps here, just working on that right leg. Feeling the thigh. I often just put my hand on the top of the leg here and I can feel the muscle connected. I can feel that squeeze and stretch back out. Last couple of reps. Let's get 2 more. And 1 more. And swap. Brilliant. Left side, left leg. Same action. Extend out, a little pause. Back down. So now we're just honed in on that left leg. Just extending the leg out, squeeze, connect with your leg, and back down. Again, just to not rush through this one, we're really focused on only the left side. Again, my hand is on the leg. I can feel that muscle kind of tense, connect as I extend. Nice movement from the knee, and taking a little pause in that position as I extend out. So we'll just keep it going. Another couple of reps here on this left side. And let's get 2 more. And 1. And back down. Brilliant. Okay. So same little cluster again. Our high row with right then left leg. So again, you'll see how now we're just kind of slouched naturally. Just going to reset, particularly with this movement, as I want to connect the back of the body. So just lengthen this position, chest out, arms out, grab, pull back. So let's begin. Grab, pull back. So those elbows, hands roughly at about shoulder height, unless you need to lower the position down. And that's fine. If this feels a bit just tight, uncomfortable, just pull in from a lower position and that's no problem. Grab, pull back, squeeze. You'll see how my chest kind of naturally rises out as I bring those elbows back. Just trying to squeeze, connect with the back of my body. So as much as I can, if I can just get feel, connection with the back of my body, and I'm happy on this one. Just keep it going. Another couple of reps. No harm to us. And 2 more. And 1 more. And back down. Brilliant. Moving into my right leg next. Again, just reset. Kind of comfortable in your chair. Right leg. Extend out. Back down. And again, let's get a pause in this position. So really breaking it down. Just focusing on your right leg. Pause in position. Even as you hold it out, might be a little bit of a shake in the leg. That's okay. Just keeping it going. Again, I like to put that hand there sometimes and just feel the leg, feel the muscle working. So we'll keep it going. And lots and lots of repetitions, giving our body a good chance. Just adjust the range, change any little part that you need. And we have lots of time to focus on each movement, so you can change anything you need. We get 2 more, and 1. Swap over to that left leg, stand out, and back in. We're just working on the left side now, making sure I get my pause. I might have been a bit quick on that last one. Again, connecting with my thigh, the top of the leg here, just working the muscle in that leg. Getting a nice movement from the knee as well. So again, just extend out, nice squeeze, and back down. And again, lots of reps. When I'm a little bit quieter, maybe that just means I'm focused, kind of concentrating on that movement. So another couple of reps. And let's get 2 more. And we'll get 1 more. And back down. Brilliant. A little bit of a reset. Just relax into the chair again. And just rock the feet forward and back here. Nice and light. Don't really need to think too much on this one. Just rock your feet forward and back. Up on the toes, back in the heels. Just going to do one little last cluster. Put 2 movements together. And then we'll move into our cool down very shortly. So just rocking the feet forward and back. Up on the toes, back on the heels. Just taking a little bit of a breather. Catch your breath. Big deep breath in. Slowly out if you need. And then we'll start into the next one. And down. Perfect. So again, I'm just going to reset position, reset everything. So again, nice and upright. Fairly dynamic, this one. So break this one down. Start slow if you need. I'm going to start with my arms raised out in front. That's my start position. Hands roughly in line with shoulders. I want to press the arms down and at the same time lift my right knee and then return. So let's start slow. Press the arms down, then lift the left knee. So you'll see how just kind of slow I start with this one, just to get a feel, a connection for the movements. I want to show this from the side as well, and how that might look. So I just press the arms down, lift the knee at the same time. So again, quite a dynamic movement. A little bit of control again from our shoulders, pressing down and lifting the knee. So a little bit of work from the hip as well. Again, if I start this one really fast, it might just get a little bit kind of messy. I might start bending without realizing. I want to keep a nice strong position. Let the shoulders do some of the work on the press back. And then just lift the knee up. And we'll just keep it nice and controlled. Press down, lift the knee. Breathing all the time. So again, there's a lot with this movement. Maybe you just want to focus on lifting the knee. Maybe you just want to focus on pressing the arms back. You can do that. Take any part of this out that you don't like. Change any movement if you like. Just press the arms down, nice, controlled. Lift the knee up. Breathing all the time. Let's get 1 more on each side. And down. Brilliant stuff on that one. Swivel it back in. We'll go a little bit of upper body next. So what I want to do is just bring the 2 arms out. Nice and controlled. Just crisscross, side to side. So I think across my chest, open up. Again, a movement like this, I would say work in a range that's comfortable. So if it feels comfortable, you might like to open it out a little bit wider. If not, just keep it nice and short in terms of range. So the more I come across here, I might feel my chest. The wider out, I might feel a stretch of the chest and a little bit of connection with the back. It really just depends on the range, but keep it controlled. I don't want to go really fast through this movement. Just keep it steady and controlled as we go side to side. Nice and controlled. We're doing really well. Another couple of reps. And 2 more. And 1. And then reset. Just catch your breath. Big deep breath in. Slowly out mouth. And again. And once more. Okay, just to repeat those same 2 actions again. Again, change any part that you need. So again, I think I'll just show this from the side. That's probably the best view. Set my position nice and tall, arms out. Let's start this slow. Again, I push the arms down slow, lift the right knee. Reset. Arms down, lift the left knee. And then just continue on, nice and comfortable. So again, I'm not looking to go too fast, just go nice, controlled. Press the arms down and gently lift the knee. Breathing all the time. I'm in a nice, strong position. Nice dynamic movement. But again, if you wanted, you could just focus on lifting the knee, or maybe just focus on bringing the arms down. Again, by lifting the knee, I'm working my hip. With this pull down of the arms, I'm thinking of a little bit of connection with my shoulders. Pressing down. Last couple of reps. Let's get 1 more. Lift on each side. And down. Brilliant stuff. Reset. Back to middle. Going to reset that position nice and tall. I'm going to bring those arms out. Again, across. Open out. And I like to just switch the arm that's on top each time. Again, I want you staying in a range that feels good. So don't force it too tight if that feels uncomfortable. And equally, don't open it out too far. Just work your way through. We'll do lots of reps. You have a chance to kind of slowly open this movement out. So cross chest, open back out. Just keep it nice and controlled. Make sure you feel happy with it. Shoulders, chest, back. Any number of these areas we could feel quite active with this movement. So we're just keeping it going nice and controlled. Doing really well here. Breathing all the time. And maybe last 2 or 3. And 1 more. And back down. Okay, brilliant work. Working very hard there. Just checking in, everything okay there. Have your grandson doing it. Brilliant stuff, Matt and Breed. Brilliant. Great stuff. That's great to hear. So well done, Daniel. And great work, everyone on Facebook so far. So really good work. We did a lot of hard work. So I feel that I've worked out, which is what I want. But it was all controlled. We warmed up, we built up, and then we pushed hard. But we were always able to change anything we wanted. So what we'll do is we'll move into cool down and relaxing. I might just throw one little quick bit of coordination in just for a little bit of fun, just to kind of relax. We're very serious and working hard there. So just a little bit of light relief with this next one. So very simple. Bring your legs out, kick the legs up and down, and then just bring the arms crisscross. I've done this one before, but I think it's just nice after an intense block of work. Just kind of switch off a little bit. I say that, but the brain has to work quite hard here. Legs up, down, arms crisscross. And then we'll just pause. Switch this up, crisscross the legs. This is where it gets messy. Bring the arms up, down. This is just pure coordination, working the brain here. Crisscross the legs, arms up and down. 2 different commands for the brain to process. My legs crisscross, arms up, down. And naturally you might find they go a little bit haywire here. And back down, okay? And sure, we'll just throw one more in for why not, like, good little bit of challenge here. Legs, crisscross the legs again. And then just bring arms around in circles. And really, let's not be too hard on ourselves here. Just a little bit of challenge at the ends. Just crisscross the legs, arms around in circles. Just see if we can get that one at all. Probably think I'm nuts here. Doing our best. Just keep it nice and controlled. And back down, okay? That's just a little bit of a, as I say, just after a hard block of work, just a little bit of fun. have to think a little bit, work in the brain to kind of process those movements. So we want to bring it into relaxation and stretching everything down now. We worked hard, let's relax the body down. So first movement, I'm just going to bring my right leg out, point the toes forward away from my body, and just hold that stretch. Toes pointed forward, relaxing everything out. Again, spend a little time here, hold that stretch. And then let's do the opposite, pull the toes back, and again, hold the stretch. Might be a little bit of a shake in the leg, might feel that calf, we worked it hard today. And back down. Left leg out, point the toes forward away from your body. Again, just get a nice hold of the position. And then we'll do the opposite, pulling the toes back towards our body. Again, just hold that stretch. And back down. And return it back in. Might sit slightly forward in my chair for this next one. Right leg, just open out to the sides. So stay here for a couple of seconds. Might feel a little stretch in the inner thigh. Might feel your hip connected. Let's just hold that position. Nice long hold. And then back in. And same with my left. Let's just open out to the sides. And you'll see how I'm trying not to let the rest of my body move with it. Just from that hip, might feel a little stretch in the inner thigh. Hold position. And back down. So let's go once more, each side. Lift that right leg out, hold. Just as far as comfortable without changing shape here. And let's bring it back in. And once more, with that left side, open out. Body stays straight, just holding that position. And back down. Excellent. So upper body, I'm going to bring, just make sure if there's arms in the chair that your arms are outside it. Slowly bring the arms back, raising that chest out in front. Hold the stretch. Couple of seconds here. Let's stay as we are. Chest is out, stretched out. And relax in, reset. So again, arms by sides, pull back, open out that chest. And hold that stretch. Nice, comfortable. Chest is out. Arms pulled back as far as comfortable. Just holding my position here. And back down. Brilliant. Upper body stretch. When you feel back, shoulders. When you bring fingers together, palms of the hands faced out. If that's difficult, put one hand on top of the other instead. Either or, just straighten the arms out. So that's how it looks. My arms are straightened out, just stretching out upper body here. So let's hold on to that position, staying as we are. Holding that nice big long stretch. And then back in, reset. And then again, just press straight out in front. Hold that position. Another couple of seconds. Just hold our stretch, relaxing the body down. And rest. Perfect. So finally, just going to go a little bit on the shoulders. I like to lean forward ever so slightly, so I don't want to bend. I want to just gently tilt and just lightly pull those arms back. Just feeling my shoulders and then holding position. Again, if you find you have to stay upright, it doesn't matter if you're not tilting forward. Again, just go with what feels good for you. Hold that stretch. Back down, reset. Nice and tall. Lean forward just a small bit. And slowly bring those arms back again as far as is comfortable. Just want you to hold the stretch, hold position, staying as we are. Keeping that stretch. Feel those shoulders. And back down. Perfect. So, just come a little bit closer, just finish out with a couple of head movements. I want to keep this very light. When it comes to the head, I wouldn't rush through it ever. Keep it slow. The last thing I want is to jolt side to side, up, down really quick into too extreme of a position. Just keep it very light, very simple when it comes to head, neck. So, very slowly, I begin looking over to my right. And then I'll just stay in that position for a couple of seconds. And then I'll slowly look over to the left. So I get very slowly into a position that's as far as I feel comfortable in. Whereas if I kind of went extreme and really fast, it would just feel uncomfortable. And back to neutral. Very slow. Look up towards the ceiling. I don't need to overextend here or shoot up to look at the ceiling. Just gently look up as high as is comfortable. And then slowly look down. Again, I don't need to go too far. Just gently look down. And then straighten back to neutral. Now, big deep breath in through nose. And just slow exhale, double the time. Again, inhale through nose. Slow exhale. And again. Give me 2 more. Once more. Okay, so that's your workout completed. Brilliant work, everyone on YouTube, super stuff. Everyone on Facebook, well done. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed that. Shout out Margaret Kelly in Signacare, Carlo. Okay, Margaret Kelly, well done. Hopefully you enjoyed the session there. Brilliant workout, and also really well done to Daniel there. Really good workout. So I think Margaret and Daniel are 2 stars today. Well done, everyone. Great work. Well done, Daniel there. Great work. Thanks, Marie. Well done, everyone there. Great job.